Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing a paint session today. This one's come requested to me to match the old V44 pre-Rapala wiggle wart. I believe this is it, or this is the general color of it. I think the V44 may have the markings on the side of it, the old storm wiggle wart crawl markings. And by the way, if anybody knows what this one is, reply in the comments, because I haven't found the model number, but this is one of my old baits. It's an original. But anyway, V44 blue mackerel. Let's go spray some paint. Okay, special pattern V44 blue mackerel. We're going to be doing it on the wiggle wart. I'm also going to put it on this for a buddy of mine. I think we're going to do a little after Christmas gift. One of these little Griffin knockoffs. Cool little bait, but pretty straightforward. But the paints I'm using is going to make this just a little bit more difficult than you would think because of that metallic blue, but and getting that transition. So anyhow, here we go. We'll put that up. Use that as a little reference. We're matching the V44. So I'm just going to put a little light. I've seen some pictures of this bait where it's got just a little hint of yellow underneath that scale pattern. So we're just going to do a real fine line right there. Nothing major. But I did see a photo I believe it was Mr. Bass, one of his videos that I think he had won one several years back and had some really good high def pictures, and looked like underneath that scaling on his there was a little bit of yellow underneath there. So we're going to add it, even though mine, it doesn't really have it. So not a big deal, just trying to make it look original as I can. Being that mine's old, it could be faded. So the next thing up, we're going to put a little black on. I'm going to try to keep a lot of this off the bill, and I'm not going to be taping it. So and we're going to do that just by spraying it from the front of the bait and letting all the overspray drift back. And like I said, I'm going to bring that black down into that yellow. Okay, next up, we're going to use this, I believe this was an onion bag, garlic bag, and it's a little thicker. I really like this type of material for when I'm doing my real scale version to get that paint to jump over the individual sections. But I want to spread these out, and let's heat set that. Using a hair dryer today because that scale mesh, when we shoot that paint through it, I've got to have that dry before I remove this, because it's not like my hoops where it's not going to retract back to its original form. That's what I'm doing here, just trying to, and I want that, most of that flex out of this bait, and we're just going to wrap it. And then we're just going to clip it. A whole bucket full of these things. But we do want it to hold tight to the bait. Put one in here. Should turn some of the excess off. Tie it everywhere but that very top, and we're not really scaling the top of that anyway, so we're going to go with it. Now, we want to keep these colors off of that bill, and so next up I'm going to go with my pearl silver, and we're going to be covering that black and yellow and even some of that white. Right now, I'm just, I don't want it real dark down here on the white. I want to leave some of that white. And I just want it to transition, so I'm going to do a heat set. Holy shot. Let's hit it. I want to cover up most of that yellow. Again, not getting it on the bill. That should be light enough. Looks good. You really can't tell how heavy you're getting it, especially against white. So, quick again. Okay, this blue now, I want to stay right above this. I don't want to get any of that down below. In fact, I may just create a little mask. This is what I was testing my colors on to match it. This is the metallic. I think this was an iridescent, a pearl, and a candy. And I felt like that metallic was it. But anyhow, let's get her blue out. And again, I don't want it on the bill. I don't want a straight line here either, but it's just giving me a reference of where I don't want to get it below. Okay, so now this blue metallic, I'm spraying through a 5.5 milliliter, and it's still tough. Like that. Again, just giving me a reference. It's easy to get overspray. And on the bill, I'm mainly spraying up here at the eye level, letting the blue just somewhat fall down into that silver below. So I'm going to go one more coat, and that pearl silver is going to really make that metallic silver pop, so that's another purpose. So I want to really direct the blue right there above the eye, in line with the eye, I should say. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And you got to make sure that you've got this stuff dry before you remove that scale. So this pattern got, someone reached out to me on YouTube, left me a message, and again, appreciate everybody for following the channel and taking time out to watch them, but recommended the V44, and I've never done it, so I'm real excited about this pattern. There's our blue, and again, this is an old beat up. That side's a little better. I'm seeing that blue. The key is how's our gray? I think we got a pretty good match. Let's take it off. I think we're good and dry. Just got to make sure you are, because this stuff will relax, and I kind of hold on to it and then peel it. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's all right. I'm gonna touch that up down on the bottom, but really, that's exactly what I wanted. We're gonna hit the top. That's pretty close, right? When you clear coat that, that's really gonna pop. Okay, obviously I think my netting's a little bit wider than theirs, but other than that, I think we're dead on, man. The back. So a couple different things. One, you can spray this to get the eyes, or you can use a Q-tip. That just gets us some real good coverage, and I'll come back over it and spray. See what I'm doing here. All right. We're just going to touch up our white here a little bit. We'll see what it looks like when we get the clear coat on, but tell me what you think. Pretty sure that blue is dialed in. Dang. So guys, what do you think? V44, blue mackerel, color matched. Only thing we ain't got is the wiggle wart symbol right here on the lip. The V44, it's got these little wiggle wart marks on it, so we're gonna load up some black and the other thing we need to do is we're going to talk about the colors real quick, because again, based off of the pictures I've seen and that lure that I had, we've got a white base coat, auto air base coat, and I put a slight amount of transparent yellow just below that line, just below the eye down the lateral line. Okay, then over the top of that, just a transparent black. Okay, then we scaled pearl silver by Createx, and then over the scale, just from the eye above, we did metallic blue. Came back with an opaque yellow, put that on our eye, and we have done our due diligence on the first attempt at the V44. So anyhow, tell me if you liked the video. Guy that requested this, come back to me, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Hang around till you see the final pics. And again, I want to thank you guys for watching the channel. V44 match right here, blue mackerel, coming at you from Green Country Custom Baits. Like, share, do what you want with our videos or my videos. So till next week, Green Country signing out.